Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's get it. I need it.
For I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord. Plans to prosper you and not to harm you. Plans to give you a hope and a future. Who is you? To make me believe otherwise. You couldn't stop what God create. A greatness running on my blood. Hello?
All right, all right, all right. Yes, indeed. Sunday night. It's still Sunday night. I mean, by the time this review get posted, it'll probably be Monday morning. But either way, we getting our work done. We getting our work done. Because, of course, I taped the episode of Motherhood, Sex, Marijuana and made it home for the review of Real Housewives of Potomac. Now, I want to go ahead and take a minute to acknowledge everyone. Yes, this is an acknowledgement moment. First and foremost, we're going to acknowledge my channel sponsor, which is EENY Eyewear. Get your eyes fly with EENY at EENYeyewear.com. That information will be in the description. Yes, indeed. And of course, check out my book. That one was revised edition. It's a romance novel. It's about a famous author who, as he's turning his bestseller into an audiobook, he meets his one true love. And that has 8 great reviews on Amazon. Of course, you can download the book on Amazon, but why not get the autographed copy from the author herself? That information will also be in the description. And yes, we must acknowledge the 895 subscribers because yes, I am 105 subscribers from 1K, and I absolutely am thankful for you along the way. Yes, indeed. But this video right here, I want to make sure and acknowledge an important person. I ain't too sure if the person was a female or a male. I kind of think it was a female, but I definitely want to give you your acknowledgement because you see in my last review, yeah, was it? Yeah. My last review of Real Housewives, no, here you go, Real Housewives. My last review of Love and Hip Hop Miami, yes, because Love and Hip Hop Miami came back last Tuesday. Last Tuesday? Last Monday? One of them days they came back. I think it was Tuesday. It was definitely Tuesday. But no. But either way, because now the clouds is clouding and I can't remember which review this person jumped in the comments. I think it was Miami though, but yeah, it was Miami. So either way, this person jumped in the comments and said that first and foremost, their comment was like, here I go, the her comment was about, well, him, their comment was about how I always do the and ahs, and and she asked, well, it asked if why did I actually watch the episode before I put it in the air? Because if you watch my reviews, you know I put it in the air as I'm recording my review, and so in this commentary in the comments, there was obviously frustration with the fact of my doing and ahs, and the fact that I was, inebriated, and that, my content is now trash based on the fact that I got people's names wrong and I was inebriated. let me go ahead and tell you, I don't know if you subscribe to the channel. If you did, thank you. But if you didn't, or you come back to watch my reviews, let me go ahead and say thank you for, jumping in and making that comment. I'm going to go ahead and explain myself. First and foremost, I like Mary Jane. Mary Jane like me. I'm just saying. And the fact is, that's how I enjoy my TV. Like, if I wasn't doing a review, that's exactly how I would be watching the show in the first place. Matter of fact, that's how I started doing reviews, because literally I would be sitting here, I'd be putting it in the air, like you said, and I have, commentary with the TV. And then one day, and then after watching the episode and having commentary with the TV, then I would turn to my favorite bloggers on YouTube and watch their commentary about the same said show I watched. And I would then have commentary back and forth with the YouTube video based on what their take was on it. So then I said to myself, wait, hold on, why you having a take? You clearly have something to say. So why don't you do your own YouTube channel and have a take while you're watching the review? And that's how this reviews actually started. So now that I am doing reviews, I kind of find it ridiculous to all of a sudden minus the marijuana, because that's how I enjoy what I'm watching. You know what I'm saying? As far as getting people's names wrong, in real life, I get people's names wrong all the time. All the motherfucking time. Like, I got to get to know you and be around you or talk to you or talk about you a lot in order for me to actually hone in on your name. And not for nothing, girlfriend, a lot of these bitches be looking alike. Like, so the clouds cloud and I get faces mixed up. I'm so sorry. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, and then and ahs, I ain't going front. Even when I watch my own review, yes, I do watch my own reviews. Even when I watch my own reviews, I say that to myself, like, the and ahs, they're a little bit too much. They're a little bit too much. But at the same time, I'm also realizing that when I do my commentary, I'm doing my commentary like how I'm watching the show. I'm literally just like talking at the TV, so as I'm doing my review, I'm talking at my phone screen and talking to whoever listening. You know what I mean? So, in conclusion, there will be an and I will try to keep it down. There will be marijuana in the air. I need my marijuana. And I appreciate you for watching. Now let me get the TV on and see what the fuck these bitches did this week. The episode is called Sun's Out, Buns Out. On the final day in Nevis, the group hits the high seas. Giselle attempts to broker peace between several of the women. Tia has a surprising confrontation at dinner. The ladies throw a raunchy bachelorette party to celebrate Jazzy. Oh, yes, there's going to be some licking going on. Oh, yes, I do remember that. Yes, copy that. Okay, hold on. We're going to start with, the episode starts with them going right back to where they was at dinner, and, Kiana and Jazzy going back and forth. You know what I'm saying? Jazzy getting not confused, but just getting pissed off with Kieran. Like, what you need for me to fix this whole situation? Because clearly you're not going to say what you said about Wendy. So what? Or clearly you're not going to admit what you said about Wendy. So let's just fix this. And Kieran kind of gave her that look. And then they moved on to to Giselle giving out drinks to everybody with shady ass names. And the main one I liked was that they gave Angel one a chin check, and they gave Well, three of them I like. Angel got Chin Check, Kierna got Giselle Hater, and Stacy got the. As a matter of fact, Stacy ain't get shit because, according to Giselle, nobody know who the fuck that hoe is. The fuck, and then no, but then they break off and to go to bed because the next day is the next day. Here go the part that really need to be talked about because we all know we have established that Miss Stacy is a motherfucking liar. First of all, I think I don't know who it was. I think it was Kierna and Ashley. Yeah, I think it was Kierna and no, I think it was Jazzy and Ashley that had motherfucking Stacy in the room asking her about Chris and if she fucked Chris. Now, do I believe that she fucked Chris? Hell motherfucking yeah. Hell motherfucking yeah. Is she going to admit it on the show? Absolutely not. And of course, if she's been known to lie, she absolutely has been known to lie. So as far as I'm concerned, her telling the ladies that, we were divorced and Timu was doing whatever the fuck and I was doing whatever the fuck, but I didn't fuck nobody. Girl, yes you did. Yes, the fuck you did. And then, of course, when we come back to commercial, Miss Ashley, make sure and establish that, oh, hell no, we didn't believe her. The fuck out of here. We did not believe her. Fuck out of here. Kierna, I'm a little confused. So the ladies are on the boat. And Giselle brings up the conversation that she started with Karen, talking about, what she said about the conversation that Karen and Wendy had about who don't like Giselle and who like Giselle. And according to Karen said that she didn't say she didn't like Giselle. She still had a problem with her, with how she treated her, how Giselle treated her after the whole got hit in the head and she got a little slice on the type of head and all of that and all that. And then Giselle goes to remind her that right around that time, my father was in the hospital with a cancerous tumor in his head. After all of that shit was going on with you, I went to go handle my father who passed away in front of me. Like, bitch, nobody was thinking about you. And I kind of think to bring this shit up now kind of seems like what the fuck is we talking about? You know what I'm saying? Like, I've been saying it from the beginning. Kierna is giving, I am creating fucking drama just for a fucking storyline. Like, what the fuck is we talking about, Shorty? What is we talking about? All right, had to handle some technical difficulties, but with something else that ain't had nothing to do with this video. I didn't even know why I mentioned it. But anyway, yes, Kierna, Giselle wasn't thinking about you. But then here comes Tia to calm the whole situation down after Wendy left, to say to basically, empathize with the whole situation between Giselle and Kierna, because Kierna was clearly upset, she crying, and Giselle still looking at her like, okay, but at the same time, acknowledging her feelings and letting her know that, whatever went on at that time, however it was taken, it wasn't meant like that, and it wasn't meant maliciously, and apologies were given, and now everybody's getting dressed in order to go to dinner. But even in the conversation that Tia was talking about, Tia literally said, you got to look at it from Giselle's situation. Like, her father was dying. She was not thinking about you. Now, I know in your situation you wanted to be acknowledged, but look at her situation. Would you acknowledge anybody else if that was your father? You know what I mean? So understanding was had and an understanding was brought. Let's go. Jazzy, what the fuck? Like, what the So the ladies are at dinner. Bro. Like, wait, make her scream like, okay. The ladies are at dinner, right? And and we're discussing, going to Jazzy's wedding. And we're talking about who's invited and who's going to be uh, a bridesmaid and whatnot. And apparently, Stacy was invited to be a bridesmaid, but declined. Because Jazzy's wedding is conflicting with her cannabis launch. And she wants to leave some sort of legacy for Arabella. Cannabis launch. No, because people are telling me, say, me can't burn my ganja for me sure, for me review and thing, and come and get everything wrong, but girl at top, but she want to open cannabis line. No, me I ask the liar girl. Oh, no, okay, me I gonna let it go. No, and then that there was that excuse was established and pushed on and moved on. And then we start talking about how we start talking from Tia's end. Tia starts talking about how she didn't appreciate how Jazzy pointed out that she went on her Instagram page and saw that Tia does a lot of filtering on her pictures, and then of course Tia went on Jazzy page and said, "Yo, you got a lot of pictures that filter too," and it's like, well, shit, no, they not filtered. And by the way, I don't appreciate it. And then all of a sudden she screamed. When I tell you, Jazzy screamed on fucking. So she started low and started talking about her and started making fun of her accent a little bit, and then started and literally started going little bit by little bit, and going straight to the jugular where she was mentioning Mr. Sunshine. Because I ain't going front. I noticed Mr. Sunshine going up to Jazzy and telling her, "You're my favorite. You fear it? Yeah, fear it? I like tell." And yes, Married to Medicine coming back November 30th. Okay. But yes. And of course, homegirl Jazzy started screaming on Miss Tia about how she tried to say that she was flirting with this man. I know that's what it is. Oh, the girls are back. Let me get back to it.
Oh, I do gotta mention that I don't do reviews for Married to Medicine. I like watching it. You know what I mean? Because there are some shows that I just watch just to watch and don't review. But Married to Medicine, I don't feel like reviewing that shit at all. I like watching it, so don't look for me to give no review on that, girl. Nah. And of course, I gotta point out that Tia made sure and let her know, listen, my bad. I wasn't trying to say nothing. I was just trying to be funny. You didn't take it as funny. I wasn't trying to disrespect your relationship, but at the same time, Tia don't know nothing about how your husband might have stepped out and this and that and the other. So them type of conversations ain't really, ain't jokey with you. She ain't know all that. Chill out. All this fork waving could have just, you know what I mean? Chill out. And we all watch them have food and whatnot, and so now we get ready to go to the scene, whereas we going off camera and bachelorette party and things. Child. Let me make sure the mic is on. Yes, child. Apparently Angel husband either got a side chick or was somebody trying to run up. And she is confessing apparently after dinner. I guess they heading off to the bachelor party. Cameras is off, and they on the boat, and they on the boat, and they in a section of the boat where it's just Wendy and Stacy and Jazzy and motherfucking Angel, and Angel is talking all her business, and even in the truck, even in the little golf cart bag, she's talking business. She's showing people pictures, and she's talking talking about somebody that's ugly, and she stink, and all of this and all of that. Child, let's get into it. Let's find out who this bitch is. See, so apparently the theme for the bachelorette party is wear your best slut outfit. And of course, Giselle has to have on the worst outfit ever created in man. Like, that shit look horrible from wig all the way down to toes. I ain't even see the toes, but I'm betting all the money in my pocket that them toes look bad too. Nah, I'm just saying, cause fuck the bullshit.
You know what, Ashley? I could tell you've been wanting to do this. And you know what? I ain't even mad at you because out of all the chicks in the group, you give the most lesbian. So I ain't even mad at you. For real. I ain't even mad at you. You know? Chocolate pen and all ready and shit. Just this is definitely what you into. And meanwhile, Angel is the only one that's totally in her feelings because I'm assuming husband got a side chick and or a side chick tried to reach out or something going on with a side piece that got her all up in her motherfucking feelings. And we're going to find out about it after the commercial. Uh-huh. Okay, so make sure. All right, Mike is still on. All right. Scratch what I said about the side chick because apparently that's not what happened. Apparently, after meticulously scrutinizing what the fuck she said just now, apparently Angel, okay, first of all, Angel is upset with Jazzy because apparently somebody came to Jazzy and brought some shit that happened with Angel in the past, where there was some accusation of stolen 30K and something was going on and people's names was brought through the mud and it had to do with some chick, I guess. And apparently, because Jazzy found out about this and brought it to Angel, pulled her to the side, is what Jazzy said. That she pulled her to the side to ask her about this shit. And that is why Angel is upset. Angel is in her feelings. Angel, out of everybody, she put Jazzy in cuffs and said that you have a big mouth because apparently, according to Angel, Jazzy must have went and found some receipts, and she must have went to look for some sort of receipts to have something to say about her in order to bring this information back to her that happened in 2016. And as they're discussing it, even Giselle says, when this happened? 2000 when? So what? Like, girl, nobody cared. That you talking about the man that still married you? Girl, no. Like dead ass. And she in her feelings. She in her feelings. Like, if you wasn't in your that much in your feelings, why even get dressed? But then again, you gotta get dressed to be in the scene in order to express that you in your feelings, to then walk away with the dramatics. Because even as I think Jazzy must have apologized, and that chick looked at her and was like, "Yeah, I don't know about taking her apology." And it's like, word over some shit that happened when? Over some shit that happened when? Girl, gone. So, so they end the episode with, like I said, Angel walking away. She go outside. She call her husband. She done. She tired. She got tears rolling down her face. Karen to go out there to go check on her. To see what's good with her. Like, what's going on with you? Like, you okay? And she's just telling her, I'm tired and I just want to talk to my husband. Now, when she get back inside, the ladies is looking at her like, yo, what the hell? Like she, it's like she keep being in her fucking feelings, and it's like we trying to see with her, but at the same time, what the fuck is going on with her? It's like it seemed like it's her. It seemed like it's her, and it damn sure. And my thing is like, okay, look, the rules of engagement it's got to be clear when it comes to it. You on the show. Like, what the fuck you expect to be happening while you on the show? And then, of course, in the next episode, we're going to be celebrating some Pride event. And that's when Moniece is going to walk in. And, yeah. And also, we're going to be discussing Miss Stacy's cannabis line that's named after, that she gave a Nigerian name to. The whole shit just seemed weird, and just I'm trying to jump in where the money fit in, because let's be honest, weed is where it is. You know what I mean? Whether it's illegal or legal, whether it's the plug or it's being sold in the dispensary, it's popping. It's absolutely popping. And that's a good headway for me to say, make sure you check out Motherhood Sex Marijuana. The podcast. Make sure you check out EENY Eyewear at EENYeyewear.com. Make sure you check out my book, That One Voice is Revised Edition. And yeah, it's the end of the video, people. Later. I appreciate you watching. And I appreciate the good comments. Well, let me just say, if you get disrespectful, I will fucking report your ass in a hot second. But if it's criticism and it's productive criticism, I most certainly will thank you and appreciate you for it. Later, people. Yeah. Because yes, I'm high as fuck now.